and Sunday. Okay, so a new video started. So it's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Um, it's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And let's see. And then I think I heard it's supposed to rain next Tuesday, and then next weekend or something as well. So if I'm in here, you know, it can help me be better focused on writing more often, you know. And I'm feeling scared because of hearing about, at Costco and certain other, at Sam's Costco and certain other stores, I heard that there are limits, with the food shortages, that there are limits on the food, with the food shortages and stuff. And it's been 4 weeks now since I've been to really much of any grocery store, since I've been to Publix or anywhere. So I don't know if they have, you know, any food limits. But I know if recently when I try to order from Winn-Dixie and even Dollar General or wherever, if I request certain items, they're always out of an item. If I order through DoorDash, they're maybe out of an item or two, and then I have to if they might be out of a certain item or two, or a few items, and I have to get replaced, and then I get scared because the item to replace will sometimes cost more than the original item. And then you try to meet that quota for enough money that if you buy a certain amount of items, then you try to meet the quota for the free delivery, pretty much. Like last night, I ordered something, you know, from DoorDash, and I'm glad and thankful I wasn't perped, and and I was able to split the meals. I was able to split it. You, you know, I was able to split the meals. Pretty much. And so the rest of it, I can eat today. And I got full fast last night, when I was eating my food and stuff. So I saved the rest for today. I couldn't even eat it all, but me trying to meet that quota that if you spend $15, then your delivery will be free. So that's what I did, because it was kind of too late. The buses weren't running anymore, and I I wanted to order some stuff, like some groceries, but it was getting later and stuff, so I just ordered something that I don't usually get all the time. I'm not gonna say because the perps, so, but I just saved the rest of the food for today, you know. But it's like at Publix, you can't even get you know, Publix is not cheap, but you get some fresher and more organic, healthy food. And guess what? When I first came here to Pensacola, one of the first job that I applied for was at the fake Everman downtown. Another job I tried to apply for, one of the first jobs, Z Trip, the cab company. Another job, I tried to apply for was grocery outlet. The one on, I don't know if is that Pensacola Boulevard or Palafox? I think it's Pensacola Boulevard and Beverly, over somewhere over there. You know, they didn't hire me. They made it like as if they needed people so bad and they didn't hire me. Yeah, this was 3 years ago. And tomorrow makes 3 years. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. 3 years since I didn't mean to do that. But it was 3 years since did I mean since I moved here to Pensacola. Well, I guess me staying here, I guess I can get somewhat of a taste of what it's like to live somewhere off the streets in Pensacola. But I didn't, you know, guess that I would end up living in hotels and motels and stuff. But see, when I was in my hometown, New Orleans, I stayed at that hostel for $100 a week, and I didn't realize that it was a whole bunch of weird perps who practice witchcraft, you know, the voodoo and stuff. And they had this fake nice witch that kept wanting to give me groceries and stuff. I didn't trust it. She let me know that she was a witch and that she came from California. She came from California and she practices witchcraft, and she said that she wanted to meet Marie Laveau, who was, you know, deceased or whatever. And she came and she tried to say something about you know, you're not supposed to contact the dead. But, you know, that's an evil spirit masquerading as that dead person. You're not talking to a real dead person. So, she was talking about how Marie Laveau told her to come and move down in New Orleans. Well, you're such a rich witch. Why are you staying in a low priced hostel? Oh, because you come there to pretend to be fake nice and perp me. And so, you know, and at that hostel, they try to make like I was a crazy tattletale, and they were abusive, narcissistic perps over there. That was before I fully woke up to the gang stalking. Before I fully woke up. But, you know, I was only partially awakened to the gang stalking, but I just thought they were just rude narcissists. But kind of find out they were all perps there. Like, they had this rude, abusive white male perp named Marty, you know. And, you know, and when I was at that hostel, people used to do stuff like steal my food and stuff. And then they had some of the residents who acted like they thought they had high authority over me or whatever. But, you know, that hostel was $100 a week, and the other hostels costed more, and I heard that they were cleaner and better, but people frowned upon locals staying at the hostels. But hey, I was home. If you're a local homeless person staying at the hostel, then they frown upon that. They wanted you to be from out of town. But they had this hostel on close to Canal Street, that I tried to apply to work at, and they rejected they sent me for the interview, but they didn't hire me. And so they had a brand new hostel that was directly on Canal Street. that they were building last time I went there. You know, you heard the door slam, and so on the West Bank in Gretna, they had a cheap motel that was $250 a week, but my income would be like seven something, like not even $800. It would be like 750 something or 764 or something. And so I couldn't always afford the $250 a week to stay there, and the most I can afford would be like 1 week. And sometimes me being targeted, but I didn't know it. That I knew I was targeted, but I didn't realize that was one of the symptoms, though. And I couldn't make the connection, but I more fully awakened and got the bigger picture around March or April 2019. And I guess you can say that was when my targeting, people will say, went super overt. So after you become more aware and stuff, and you're targeting, when you start speaking out and stuff, and some shady, weird stuff going on, once then it's like your targeting goes super overt because the perps are pissed that you finally found the truth of what's going on, and so now they seek after your blood to destroy you even harder. But I already been sabotaged and targeted, for years, and just didn't know it. So so if I would stay in the motel, and all I could afford to stay there would be for a week, and if I would go try to get me some sleep and be days of sleep deprived and go months without getting to lay down anywhere. Can y'all imagine that? For not being able to lay down for at least 30 days, or having really nowhere to sleep or lay your head, and forced to just walk up and down Canal Street and riding the buses all night, and the bus drivers will throw tantrums and physically abuse and beat on you or kick your seat if you unintentionally doze off. they yell at you and be abusive. And then later on, that same bus driver, the next two routes, you ride in the bus and other people, normal people are sleeping. People who don't appear to be homeless, and they doze off and sleep on the bus, and the bus driver don't tell them nothing. So, it's like it's okay for normal people to sleep in public if they get tired from work. But if you look obvious homeless and you had days of no sleep, then they will put their hands on you and get violent with you, violently and angrily wake you up, and having abusive, narcissistic, ghetto bus drivers who make a threat to throw you out in the woods if they make a threat to throw you out in the woods and stuff like that, And then they want to brag and laugh about how they want to throw you out in the woods and leave you to be eaten by the wolves. And they can still keep their jobs. And I must say it criminally, illegally, and undeservedly, and Stank Horlanika style. And when I mean Stank Horlanika style, meaning like, when Lanika from the Smelly Crab family would do stuff like commit crimes and then get rewarded for it or get praised for doing evil. And never, like, she's untouchable or invincible and can never get in trouble for whatever evil or wrong. And then people want to justify and defend it. And so whenever you hear me say criminally, illegally, and undeservedly Stank Horlanika style, that's what I mean. With the Masonic Smelly Crab family across the street from the fake foster mom Adrian Felder's house. If it weren't for foster care, I wouldn't even know I wouldn't even know of the Kraft family's existence, probably. Because I would have stayed, we probably would have been more, on the East Bank and not the West Bank. I probably wouldn't even know of the Kraft family's existence. Or if anybody from the fake IDMR cult, probably wouldn't even know those people. And I would be a kid, like in elementary school, and fake IDMR cult members would ignore me and treat me mean for no reason. Even my peers. Other kids didn't want to associate with me or whatever. And I say, what's the point of belonging to a false religion where nobody likes you? But it's like, even being, dealing with Christianity, the so-called body of Christ, they all act like they hate my guts too. But the Bible scripture that say, if you say you love God but hate your neighbor, you're a liar. I don't want to get the scripture mixed up, but y'all get what I'm saying. If people who say that they love the Lord and they say that they're Christian, but they show that they hate my guts and wish me dead. And some of them say that they're Christian and targeted, and they even separate themselves from me like they don't like me. So I mean, I'm sitting here feeling like as if, wow, I didn't deserve the help, that I wasn't worthy to deserve the help that I did get. And I'm like, well, I guess there are a few people who still do care, and I was trying to say that, I had help last night with $200, well, plus the 20, also the 20 the guy said he wanted me to use it for food, so that's what I use it for, food. So the other 200, for to save for this motel room. And so I just need help with $165 more dollars by this afternoon. Hopefully. I need help with $165 more dollars. I'm praying, for help with $165 more dollars. And then after that, I said, I want to be in just less of a burden, and I'll just go downtown and panhandle for food. For money for food. Look, the money that I'll try to panhandle downtown is gonna be for food, bus fare, and laundry. And guess what? For the moment, that I'm in this motel, I don't need help with money for like toiletries at the moment. I'm good on toiletries, toilet paper, paper towels, like toilet paper, paper towels, soap, and I got a lot of toothbrushes. I got me some floss, so I'm, I got some clothes, but other than that, I'm good for the moment. I'm on that, I'm good for the moment. So, wow. For me to try to just bust ass all weekend, trying to panhandle, for food and bus fare and laundry to try to survive. And, most of the time it'd be nighttime. I'm used to being on the streets at night, so I don't want y'all to try to be like, well, you better make sure you're inside by dark. I'm not a doggone child. I'm 38. I'm not 5, okay? So, I'm not 5 years old. I'm 38 years old. So I don't need you to try to tell me, make sure you're inside before dark. No. Where was anybody to tell me that when nobody cared about me being on the doggone streets? So, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night is the party. Everybody parties for the weekend. So, 2 weeks ago, I sadly missed gallery night. But I don't really panhandle for gallery night, really, But, it's party night every Friday, Saturday, for every Friday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night is party night. And so, while people are partying and drinking and living it up, I heard the door slam again. While they're living it up, I just, me trying to panhandle and ask for help, I get mostly rejected. But then the guys, they do stuff like in front of my face, they be half drunk and donate the bartender $200 just because she looks sexually desirable to him. But then me being a homeless poor person, oh, just fuck off. That's what they just want me to go somewhere, go somewhere. So, but in front of my face, they'll donate, they will tip, $200 to, a bartender that they sexually want. And that's narcissistic. But they'll blow off a homeless, unattractive person. And then they're extremely racist against blacks downtown. The rich folks, they're racist against us black people. And if it's a white homeless person with a dog, they'll give them lots and lots of money. And then those homeless people, they come and brag in my face about how they were donated $200 and they spent it all on booze and drugs and stuff. When me, I'm just trying to doggone survive. And they might be homeless perps in front of my face bragging, But I've seen even other black homeless perps who get Stank Horlanica style treats in front of my face while they tell me no, you're not going to help me out with anything to eat or anything like that, So, I mean, I'm going to try to continue to write, do some more writing. I wish that I could get my head together to write a novel or something. I already have one in the works, but it won't fit any of your favorite genres or anything like that, But it'll be like a fictional long book. I need to start from scratch. Start all over from scratch. I hate that. But I've been trying to work on this thing for years. Like at least a minimum of 3 or more years. So, the big fiction book. And I'll just put it on my doggone blog. I'm not even going to put it on Amazon or nowhere. Some people say Amazon Kindle KDP is not really that great, That's not good. So, I thought about doing my own novel based on because I have one more skit short story to write. And then I thought about what if I wrote a novel based on all those things of the little skits I wrote together. If I put everything together, But I like having fun and liberty with my writing. But, I got to be careful. Still got to be careful. But, see, as I say, they want to sleep deprive me on purpose or vibrate me on purpose so I couldn't be functional. And they tricked me into making my writing disappear. They make my writing disappear and everything like that, So I have to start all over from scratch. But, I keep on watching my back and getting scared because when is the shit really going to hit the fan with the, when is it really going to hit the fan for the chaos and disaster and it come to a point in time when nobody can help me out? I think about that too. So let me go for now because my storage space is running out. I love y'all. Thanks for the help. I'll see y'all.